Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another edition of G.T.E Pro Network Podcast. I'm your host, Ed Peterson. Today's date is Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, August the 14th, as we continue our growth series, updating and educating entrepreneurs, churches, nonprofit organizations, how to build and grow their network in the area where they do business, utilizing their website as a marketing tool and a lead generating machine. As we continue our growth series throughout the month of August, we have a great topic for today. And of course, every week, we're always going to be sharing something in reference to the website, how to build it strategically, and what you need to do to market your business online using your website, again, as a marketing tool and a lead generating machine, and capturing leads. Now, of course, marketing is broken down into many facets, but you must understand what's most important towards your business, towards your growth. If you have an e-commerce website where you're selling products online, or you're a service business online, or both, you can basically generate income on a regular, consistent basis. But how do we get the information out to the marketplace? What do we need to do on social media? Is email marketing still effective today? What are these things that we have as tools? How can we build successfully? And becoming a wise master builder, what do we need to do today to make an impact on the lives of others as we impact the lives of ourselves and family members, people that we know in our community? How are we serving the community? And what are we doing to get the information out in the communities that we're in? So, well, again, your goal is to, as a servant leader, is to solve a problem. Find a pain point that's in the marketplace, and then, you want to promote that. And then on the 5 P's of marketing, utilizing the people, product, price, place, and promotion. And then understanding that when it comes to the pain points, how are you solving that problem? And then what is it going to be relevant, your content, making sure that it's relevant to your target audience. Do you know your target audience? Do you know who they are? So these are questions that needs to be answered on a regular daily basis. And are you marketing your business daily? Are you putting the information out there consistently on your social media pages that you have, as well as on your search engines, SEOs, and doing SEM, search engine optimization, and search engine marketing? So with all of these levels that we talk about, again, these are tools, and then utilizing your AI chatbot on your website, which, of course, Global Touch Enterprise, we are a web design and marketing company based out of Houston, Texas. And we're basically here to help and assist everybody across the country how to build effectively the network that they want to build, and making sure that they're doing an impact on their target audience, that they're consistently updating and sharing content and getting feedback from your target audience. Now, the feedback is always going to be key. And of course, the fortune is always in the follow-up. And if they made a purchase on your website before, then you want to follow up with them with new information about what you have to offer today. What promotions are you running on your website and in your business? Do you understand how to promote, and what promotions are you running if you're a product or service business, or both? What is relevant today, and how do I use AI, Ed, on my website? Well, all of these questions that have been inquired, everybody who's filled out my form on my website at globaltouchenterprise.net, everybody who's filled out the form, of course, this is how I basically address it. My AI chatbot is my assistant that helps me to answer those inquiries that's coming in on a regular, consistent basis. But the goal for you, ladies and gentlemen, is to understand the full capacity of your website, knowing the ins and outs of your website, and how can I make it a more impactful for what I'm paying on a monthly hosting fee that I pay every month. Well, that hosting fee is to maintain your website online. It's like you renting space, but you want to make it impactful so you can get an ROI on the return for the payments you make on your hosting fee. And this is what we talk about and teach and train all of my clients, entrepreneurs, and people that I design sites for, that you need to make sure that you can generate income on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And in order to do that, you got to have something to offer in the marketplace that people want, need, and can afford. You satisfying 3 things in the marketplace today is what people want, need, and can afford. You satisfy these three things, you can be successful. But strategically speaking, putting your information out there, getting the right type of exposure on this podcast. Of course, I interview a lot of clients of mine and business owners across this country here at G.T.E Pro Network Podcast. So that way, when they go to my YouTube channel, they can like and subscribe, of course. And it's also on my website, this what I post from here. So, and you can go to my website at globaltouchenterprise.net, and you can see my podcast, and you can see all the videos that I've posted and shared with everybody on a regular basis since we started in 2025. Now we're heading toward the fall season as we continue to work into the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter of the year. So what are you doing? We do a 90-day run. And of course, when you run 90 days, you want to make sure that you're doing everything more effective in reaching your target audience, generating the income that you're looking to generate, and giving back to the organizations and people in the community that you're serving. Are you working with your local churches, your local nonprofit organizations in the community where you are? Are you letting them know how you can be a benefit and a help to them? And this has always been my vision since God gave it to me, was to make sure that churches, nonprofit organizations, and local businesses work together in the communities that they serve where nobody lacks anything in that community. That is where we talk about making an impact and growth thereof. And this is why we talk with the big box brands and big companies and corporations that are in those areas. And so if we can network and connect with them, then we can basically help others as we help ourselves, utilizing what I call the PHP effect, people helping people. The more we stay focused on that, the stronger we get, the better we are. And guess what? We can collapse time frames. So everybody's been asking me for quite some time now, since I've been doing web design and marketing, ladies and gentlemen, for the past 17 years. I come from manufacturing. So coming from Chicago, Illinois, I worked in big manufacturing companies like Zenith Electronics, Motorola, and Hewlett Packard. And also Assist Technologies, I did work with them as well. And believe it or not, it is interesting to see that Chicago is a manufacturing city, the third largest city in the United States. And we basically have everything that we can generate and make there. Just like in Silicon Valley, where you have in California, where you have all the tech gurus, well, in Chicago, we have all the manufacturing gurus. So from the railroad system to the history of it, to an African name in Chicago, the founder of Chicago, which was John Baptiste DeSabo from the 1800s. So it's a lot of lessons learned in our history that we need to learn and build from there. And so when it comes to building your business, your brand, do you have a campaign that you're running? And what kind of marketing campaigns are you doing from your business on a regular weekly basis? And I said weekly because you have to do this every single week, every day. You want to run your campaign. Just like anything else, ladies and gentlemen, there is no time to waste. We have to do action now, and basically making sure that all marketing efforts are pointed directly to our website so people can go. You control the narrative, you control the content, and you control exactly where people ought to go on your website to make those purchases. So let's dive into this, because this is going to be something, ladies and gentlemen, that I think everybody is going to want to continue to grow and build upon when it comes to your business, your brand, and building your audience, your network on a regular, consistent basis. So when it comes to building your business, right, to effectively build your business using your website, a strong marketing strategy is crucial to this effect. Now, this involves optimizing your site for search engines, like we talk about SEOs, search engine optimization, creating engaging content that speaks to your target market, your audience, leveraging social media and email marketing, and potentially using paid advertising to drive traffic and conversions. Now, let's break it down so we can make a more effective way of your marketing efforts that you need to make on a regular daily basis. Now, so we talk about search engine optimization or SEOs. That's the first thing you want to do. Once your site is built and it's up and running and you got everything there, now it's time to do some marketing, search engine optimizations. So the keyword searches, when people on Google, Yahoo, or Bing, and they type in certain keywords to find what they're looking for, make sure your information is there. Identifying relevant keywords to target audience using to find your products or services that you're providing in the marketplace. Now, if you have a brick and mortar location, it's just like the same thing when you're placing an ad in a newspaper or a magazine or a business leaflet that they have today, which they still have the paper versions too. So you can basically place your ad there, and guess what? People can see your information and they can look you up. Now, since we're more digital today, with our cell phones, our devices that we have, this is something that's mobile. So make sure your website is mobile friendly. I'm gonna just state that up front. I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but I want to make sure that you guys understand the flow of where you need to go to build your brand, your business, marketing efforts that you're going to need to have on a regular, consistent basis. And so you want to do on-page optimization, basically optimizing website content, including titles, meta descriptions, and headings to match your target keywords. And that's based on your target audience. And whatever product or service you're providing in the marketplace, you want to make sure that you have that one-page optimization lit so they can go to it. That's going to be the call to action we're going to talk about, or CTA, that we're going to talk about on that level too. So off-page optimization, we call it building in backlinks from other reputable websites to increase your site's authority and rankings. So if you know somebody, other sites that you can partner or co-op with, then you want to use that too as well. We call backlinks from other websites that we know. So if you are doing basically other products and services that you're providing, that you co-opted with other companies, everybody's into that nowadays anyway, white labeling, or basically just putting together other products that you're getting from other companies that you want to put on your website, then vice versa, you do that from their website as well. So now, technical SEOs is going to be more key factors, though, to all of this that I'm talking about. So you want to ensure your website is mobile friendly, loads quickly, and has a clear structure for search engine crawlers. If people can pull up your information on their cell phone, which is their mobile devices, this is where you want to go, because they can also pay on their cell phone to order products or services that you provide, and that gives you instant access to payments made by your customers and clients. And so you want to make sure that your technical SEOs is in place. Now, number two, you're going to need the content marketing piece that is going to be very keen on you growing your business on a regular daily basis. Content marketing is still, well, it is the most important piece. It's basically the heart or the body of it, because when they go to your website, what wording or content that you have posted there, you have to speak to your audience. It's not about you and what you want to say, but what is it that's going to be relevant for them to make a move to convert them from being a reader or basically a browser to actually making a purchase from your website. So you want to create valuable content, develop blog posts, which is good, articles, videos, which I keep saying about videos. You can even use infographics and other content that addresses your audience needs and interests. So the more you stay focused like this, ladies and gentlemen, when you create valuable content on a regular basis, this is what's going to help you build your business, your brand daily. So you want to do content promotions too. So just like if you have a brick and mortar location, you notice we have banners or we have flyers, we have all these banner ads or different things that we post in the windows or outside of the locations that we have, so people can check it out and see. Well, that's the same principle here. When you're doing content creation, it's digital, but you want to share your content across the social media channels, email newsletters, and other platforms to reach a wider audience. Now, if you're not doing email marketing, you need to start doing it today. Get on board with that because you got a database, people. If you have a business email, mine is edward@globaltouchenterprise.net. I have a list of business clients in my email account from Google, which is a business email through Workspace. All right. So with that email database that I have, I can do email marketing on any promotions that I'm running in my web design and marketing business. Teaching them about AI, and then they can also like and subscribe my YouTube channel, and also connect with me on social media through my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the other fan base, all of my social platforms that I'm on, and I love fan base. So you want to kind of put together this system, which saves yourself time, energy, and money in place so you can grow your business correctly and effectively too, by the way. So content promotion is key. You want to make a notation to that. Again, you're sharing your content across the social media channels, email newsletters, email marketing, and other platforms to reach a wider audience. Whatever you decide is comfortable for your business, everybody's different, but you want to stay on top of how you're promoting your content. Now, your content calendar. I always share this with new startup companies, and let's talk to my startups first. All y'all that are starting a new business today, you want to make sure that your content calendar is fresh, content, and updated regularly. So you want to plan and schedule a content creation to ensure a consistent flow of fresh, relevant materials that you want to promote, share, or inform or educate your target audience. The more you stay here, the better you come out, right? That's for existing business owners too. If you haven't done your content calendar, I'm sorry, you need to do that. So content marketing is key. Content promotion, creating valuable content in your content calendar. I call it the 3 C's, right? So when you create your content, valuable content, and you do content promotions and you have a content calendar that's done daily, and you have to do this daily, now you can reach your market much effectively, but nonstop. This is where AI can come in at, my chatbot. And I will talk to you about that too. But here's another thing. We talked about content marketing. Now we're going to talk about social media marketing, number 3. Social media marketing. Choose the right platforms. Identify the social media channels where your target audience spends their time. If it's on Facebook, you do Facebook. If it's on Instagram, you do Instagram. If it's on TikTok, do TikTok. YouTube channel, if you have one, you need one, do a YouTube channel. Fan base, if you're on there too, if they're on there, do fan base. So wherever you are, no matter what you're doing, you want to continue to grow where your people are the most, where they do more visibly, where they are consistently. And if you have a target audience on Facebook and you built it up, where you got thousands of people liking your page and you got them on there, now you got a database of all of those people that you can market to consistently, right? So you want to also engage with your target audience. Feedback, hello. So respond to comments, messages, and participate in relevant conversations, professional conversations that is going to be meaningful for them to check out your website, learn about your business, educate them on the products and services that you're providing in the marketplace, and then again, asking the right probing questions to them. So that way you can continue to interact and engage with them on a regular basis. It's like the same thing now. When actors are on posting stuff or celebrities are posting stuff on social media platforms, notice that you can submit and follow up and feedback with them on that. They get the content. Some will reply back to you, some won't. They get their team of people to do that. But again, you're getting the feedback. So engaging with your audience is also critical in social media marketing. Run social media ads. That's another factor. Now, utilize target advertising to reach a specific audience and drive traffic to your website. Again, all marketing efforts must be directed to your website. That's your hub, that's your home base, and that's how we basically win, right? What's important now on levels to whereas we're generating consistent flow of information and traffic on a regular daily basis. Daily is the key. Okay. So when you run social media ads, you can select it, and whatever the price range is, you notice they give you the circle of demographics or reach of people that you're going to target to when you place the ad through the social platforms. Well, they have that for a reason, so that way, if you're going to spend $100 or $50, whatever the amount may be, they give you a demographic of the area that you're covering. Same principle if you do a newspaper ad or if you're doing a magazine ad, they're giving you the capture of the type of audience that you're reaching. That's why it's good to place ads if you're going to do this on that level too, as well as on the social media or the digital platform. That way you're covering both bases, actually all your bases. So you want to be effective in your marketing efforts, strategizing, building your business on a regular daily basis. You have to do these steps. These are tools, again, to help you grow, to help you build, so you can put it together and you have this train running smooth. Last but not least, we're going to talk about it. We talk about email marketing. Is it still relevant today? Do people still do email marketing? Wait a minute. Let's ask this question. In your email inbox, are you getting email content from other businesses and companies on a regular daily basis? If the answer is yes, then yes, email marketing is still effective. Regardless if you click on it or go to the levels or purchasing from them or not, the fact of the matter is you saw it, you looked at it, and now that gives you an opportunity to basically build an audience and letting people know about what it is you do and the business that you have on a regular, consistent basis. So basically, your website is a database that collects that. If you have a form on your website, call to action form, then you want to make sure that they go there and fill it out. If they want to subscribe, if you have a subscription form where they can subscribe to your email listing, then they'll fill out that as well. Their name, email address, and phone number. You're capturing that information. And if they're purchasing something from you for e-commerce websites, so all my e-commerce website business owners, this is where you should be maximizing the moment of every opportunity when that database is set, because you captured not only their information, what they purchased directly from you, but then you now learn the behaviors of them and what is going to be most likely that they'll be purchasing from you next. Analytics is key. Behaviors is also key in understanding that. So email marketing, you want to build an email list, offer valuable content, discounts, or freebies in exchange for email signups. The more you have a database, you're collecting this. Now, this is organic because you're basically doing it from your own information content from your website that you own. It's all about ownership, personalizing it, and making sure that you're more effective in your approach. Segment your list. Now, when we talk about segmenting a list, we're talking about you're going to send targeted emails based on demographics, interest, or purchase history. from your target market or your customers that have made purchases from you. This is what we call segment your list. Now, automated email campaigns can be automated. Notice your website has that capability too, to automate those emails that you have in your database. So let's talk about that. You want to use email marketing automation to nurture leads, onboard new customers, and promote products and services that you're providing in the marketplace. So it's an option now, but it's guaranteed the more you do that. On my email account, I have that. On my website, globaltechenterprise.net, it's automated. So any replies, any information, or anything, not only do my chatbot replies to it, but the automation also helps sending out replies and follow-ups with them on directly to their emails so they can get it. In my blog post, frequently asked questions, FAQs, all of that can be submitted and sent out to your email target audience. That's emailing it 100, right? Because you have it automated, right? So now, the other option that you can do, now this is optional, you don't necessarily have to do this, but if you really want to make an impact on your marketing efforts of your business, of your brand, you have your logo, you brand your business, you wanting people to understand exactly what it is you do, you're educating them, you're giving them information, you're sending out social media campaigns on a regular basis, email marketing campaigns on a regular basis, you're doing your offers. What offers are you making? Make an offer, get an offer, continue to offer. So with the last thing you can do, that's again optional, is the paid advertising. Now, if you have the budget for this, and for those who do, I'm talking to you, and for those who don't, let's build up to that point, because I can tell you that the way the systems work now is much more effective. Utilizing AI on basically everything, right? You don't necessarily have to do paid advertising if you have the right tools in place to consistently help you build it organically. Let's talk about that. So you got the PPC, pay-per-click, run ads on search engines like Google or Bing to appear at the top of the search results, and they charge for it a monthly, or as the clicks happening, charge every click that happens. So, but you want to convert your clicks to buyers. You just don't want them to click and you're just paying for the click and you ain't getting no return of your money, your ROI. So you want to make sure that you have relevant information that's going to make them want to purchase what you're offering. Your offer has to be on to their liking, to what is customized to them, that they can make a purchase directly from you. Now, social media ads, you can do that. I shared that earlier, but you'll target specific demographics and interests with ads on platforms like Facebook, Instagram. You got fan base, you got a lot of others. So with that, it's going to continue to keep you in the loop of making sure that you're doing everything possible. Well, that's what I'm saying. Track your results, keep building, keep promoting daily. That's the answer to that. And I want to thank you all for this edition of G.T.E Pro Network Podcast. Again, you can go to my YouTube channel at Edward Peterson Jr., like and subscribe my channel, of course, and go to my website, fill out the form if you have any questions or inquiries. Now, we do website reviews as well. So you can go to my website at globaltouchenterprise.net, and I'll be happy to assist you further. And we want to continue to educate and uplift everybody who is out here trying to make a difference in the marketplace and the communities that they serve as servant leaders. So with that, I want to thank you all. You guys have a great afternoon and keep building your dreams.